Aloha, everybody. Welcome back. And as per usual, grab your favorite refreshing beverage as I go over what happened this week. First up, the end results of Battlestage. So, to quickly wrap up Battlestage, if you're interested in looking at and seeing who battled who, you can check that out in the description. There'll be a link to the challenge tournament list in there. But let's get into the top 8. Starting out, we got Overdrive's Captain Case versus Spirit Racing Haru. Captain Case wins that one. Next up, we got Spirit Racing Neon Dreams versus Overdrive's K2. And K2 wins that one. Street versions, Blazo versus Predator's Danielle. Danielle takes the L with that one. Next up, we got SR Vitsu versus Ethereal's Method. Method wins that one. Man, Spirit Racing just died. Wow. Anywho, on the next round, we got Overdrive's Captain Case versus Overdrive's K2 Overdrive stage. Come on now. K2 wins that one. And then it's Street version Blazo versus Ethereal's Method. Method takes the L. Blazo keeps blazing on ahead. Next round, we got K2 versus Blazo. Blazo takes the L, right? But then going through all the losers brackets and everything, Blazo ended up winning the losers bracket. Went against K2 twice. Won the first time. So then advances to, I guess, sudden death. The best way to describe it. And then K2 wins. Meaning that K2 first place in battle stage, with Blazo in second and Method in third. Now, let's dive into team changes. Midnight Club saw Modessi join, and Velfair 2000, a team that you don't hear too often, saw Snappy Boy and Ya Boy Jesus 11 join. Velfair is like almost doubling its numbers. Then again, it only had like 3 people in it, but it doesn't matter. And oh yeah, and Kamikaze saw Rose leave. As for future events, into the far off future, well, not so far off actually, we will be seeing another 500 event by Venditti. This 500 event is like going to be like all the past other events, except the cars of choice aren't going to be the little puny, wimpy bots. No, it's going to be something that has actual power. Around 400 or so. The track and date are yet to be determined, but more on that one likely in the coming weeks. Aside from that, we have Mr. Potato Man's Rally Stage. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, what in the world is Rally Stage all about? Well, I'm glad you asked that hypothetical question. Rally Stage is an attempt to emulate what an actual rally event would be like. Everyone starts from a standing start, and it is just a pure time trial. However, there are some differences between Rally Stage and a normal rally event in real life. There will be either 1 or 2 tracks being played per round, and each round will be happening every couple of weeks. Additionally, instead of everyone having synchronized watches and every vehicle launching exactly 1 minute after another, it will be such that the next car will only launch once the previous car has concluded its run, either by crashing or getting past the finish line. And whoever has the lowest cumulative time at the end of all the tracks ran that day, either 1, 2, or 3 tracks being run at a time, whoever gets that will be in first place. Now, all these tracks and everything, it could either be tarmac rally, it could be snow, it could even be dirt or sand. 1 week to the start of the event, the car of choice will be released to the public so that everyone can get used to the car and how it reacts. 24 hours before the event, you will have access to the track or tracks. Now you'll be thinking, that's not fair, I don't have time to practice. Well, while the tracks are released, I will also be releasing pace notes. So, what pace notes are details of all the turns in the track. If you don't know what pace notes are, just look up some dirt rally footage or something. You'll quickly understand what they are. Now, that being said, it is highly, highly recommended that you have an actual human being your own co-driver to hand out to dispense all the pace notes that you would ever need during the run. Aside from that, if you want to look at all of the rules, hop onto the Kamikaze Discord. There is a section dedicated to it. It is located under Blastback's Rally Stage and Info and Drivers. All of the information that you could possibly need for Rally Stage can be found there. And now, on to mod review. Today we're going to be covering the S13 and the Mark III Supra that has been recently released. First up on the agenda shall be the S13. Now, driving it and everything, for me, it feels like it's a drift car. You guys have any objections to that, or am I just hallucinating?
You're hallucinating, because I feel like it's more of a generic car between grip and drift. I don't have a problem with it oversteering as much, but it can get pretty oversteering.
I think it's just because the front end is grippy, so since you are using a controller, it snaps more. But I can see it. You can drift this thing, right? It's no problem.
Same.
I mean, the way I say it's meant to be one of the higher end models, I think. So, yeah, it's the super high cast package, except for the limiter, apparently, according to Content Manager. But yeah, so it just feels like it would be that special package with, it'd be a bit fishtaily, because that's the sort of market they're trying to appeal to. Not necessarily a drift car, but a bit loose, yeah.
Besides that, it's a Silvia. Like, it feels like a normal car, to be honest.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it makes sense how that was such a popular drift platform for like new drifters in the 90s at the time. It has that sort of feel to it, and you can sort of understand where that's come from. It feels about what I'd expect.
The raw feeling.
It really is what I expect. For any misconceptions out there, S13s don't understeer because they're understeering. It's because you're turning too much.
Honestly, the thing I have the most pet peeve is the freaking sound. You can hear the wind, the ground, everything. Not the engine. The engine's so low.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I know it's stock. It would be muffled a bit, but at the same time, it's not exactly new. Not that much, yeah, because it's not exactly a new car.
I don't think you'd be able to hear the tires screeching that much over the engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem as much.
Who knows? Maybe
it sounds like it's got a muffler on it, but
to me it
not
sounds
quite
normal.
the bounces.
I mean, it's not even with the camera on the hood, or in the third view, like from behind the car, it's still so quiet. Like, I think the sounds of the outside should be the inside sound, and there should be a louder sound.
I mean, it could be a little bit louder, but not too terribly much.
I want to hear my turbo boo-boo.
Well, it's a stock car. It's not going to have a blow-off valve.
I know, I'm just fucking kidding. And funny enough, it has no horn.
Really?
What?
Does it not?
Yeah. Nope, it doesn't.
I didn't press the horn button to test.
I did, a lot.
Oh, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Wow. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I guess
it may be just me having the wrong version also.
That's probably to stop angry boys like me, like beeping the tits off it.
Oh, and beware, if you open a content showroom and it's all polygonal angles and blue, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. Just update your shaders.
Yeah, which I did and still doing that.
First time I opened it, I was like, okay, this is a problem.
Same.
Yeah, didn't you know it? It's one of those dipsticks that you lick and you cover it in sugar.
Oh god.
That's the diabetes card, then. Because if you lick that thing the way it looks,
You're gonna lick it, it's gonna
be
bite off your
Chernobyl.
tongue.
It's gonna be the new Castle Chernobyl.
Yeah. You'll be Vasily, fucking burnt skin boy.
But yeah, on tarmac and everything, I found that it handles rather well. And on the dirt, I think it handles even better on the dirt.
Yep.
It did feel good on the dirt. It had plenty of steering angle to catch and hold slides, so it was quite fun.
It's quite
Both of them were
nimble.
good.
The suspension of it, actually, I think is pretty good because it feels like you can feel the road when you are on dirt, but it's not like you don't get hit in the face by the road, as some cars do when you're driving on dirt. It can go over bumps without having the steering wheel smashing the face.
Though it has a problem when you go over heavy bumps, but both of them do.
A lot of cars are like that, where
Except the stock it's in.
The wheels just go full retard.
yeah, but that's just a problem with suspension as a whole. Like, you have to tune the suspension to handle that. And when you do
Yeah.
that, it has a negative effect on the car as a whole.
Yeah, and let's be frank here. I know it's a simulator now, but it's not expected to jump the car from that height without like destroying the car.
No,
So-
this simulator was made for like circuit racing at first.
Yeah,
And here we are rallying S13 Zilvius.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hazard. I'm gonna make a skin for it, just yellow with a General Lee on top.
Onwards now to the other car of this, the beautiful, the gorgeous Supra Mark III.
Super.
I think I'm detecting a bit of bias in Blast's
Yeah.
language there, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It's
Mr.
Bias?
Bias
I
towards
don't know
Supras,
what you're
huh?
talking about. Back to
Yeah.
the Mark III.
Yes.
Right. The Mark III itself suffers from similar sound problems as the Silvia.
It's a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
a bit
very.
worse,
It sounded
to be
very
honest.
muffled.
Sounded like normal. I've seen this car before.
Yeah, and this honestly in the Supra, the sound just cuts off or just get muffled depending. We're not sure if it is like when the wheels left the ground or when it's crashed. It's just weird.
I don't have these problems.
For me,
Why? How?
I don't know.
he doesn't drive it like he rallies it,
I
That's
do.
true.
I do.
but it's really
He,
noticeable
he,
when
he
you're...
less sends it on the rally, more gentle caress.
I will
But
run you
yeah,
over.
one thing I've noticed is I think it's at least whenever you're braking hard and a lot of pressure's going onto the suspension in the front tires, the sound cuts out. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's when the tires leave the ground as much as when the suspension's crunching.
Yeah.
Or
I think
opened. Because I did a test on the side of the road, just parked the car when the I think it was the front left was like decompressed as much as it could without leaving the ground, and the sound was off also.
I really don't sense these things that you guys are having problems with.
It could just be that our sounds are horribly messed up. Who knows?
That
Well, I know
could be
for a fact that
everything.
one of my speakers likes to cut out, so that could be the cause of some issues on my end.
But
I wear a headset, so
yes,
I'm much less
Besides-
mindful of my neighbours.
Besides that, the model is actually gorgeous. Like
yeah,
the
Mark
tiny
III.
details. If you look at even the brake calipers, the exhausts are just perfectly done. Like the
yeah.
detail on it.
That's
I know.
I found the body roll mesmerising when I was driving it.
that's
Like if you go in third person view and just kind of chuck it around a bit, the roll, it
Yeah, it's,
puts you in a trance to look at. It's weirdly satisfying.
and that's the moment when you hit the tree.
Yeah, pretty much. But hey, at least you felt good when you hit the tree.
Yeah, I'd
Yes.
love to just add some more horsepower or something to it so that you could use it for actual races or whatever against more popular cars.
Honestly, I would just, for the S13 and this Supra, I would just give it stiffer springs and it's a match made in heaven. To the Supra, a bit more steering lock, but that's more my preference. Like I'm used to going towards trying to drift stuff. So
Well, you know, it's a stock car, so that's sort
Yes.
of limitations to be expected, really.
of course,
Supra is just like, I don't know.
That's-
I would like it on more of like a actual, I don't know, something like Akina or Aki or something. It sounds a lot better for the Supra. But I think the Silvia is a lot more malleable in other tracks.
the Silvia is more responsive. I found like it's way more snappy and it delves into corners a lot faster. The Supra being heavy, like being heavier, it has that body roll and like that slowness to it. But it's
Yeah,
actually
like lethargic edge to it.
yes, it's actually quite. I actually like it. It's like it's a boat, but
Like
it's a
me
good
on a
boat.
Monday morning, you're just lying in bed and it's just, I don't want to move.
Yeah, I think the nice thing about it is
Can we not just wait 5 minutes? I'll do it later.
oh shit, it's 2 p.m.
Yeah, for me, it would be like if a car would be me Monday morning would be like I don't know, a fucking go kart with no wheels, just not moving and making
It
sounds.
doesn't even go.
Yeah, and just make sounds. It'll be me.
If I was a car
It's
on
trying
Monday
to move,
morning,
but just doesn't go anywhere.
if I was a
Great.
car on the Monday morning, I would be a Dodge Caravan.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah,
With or without a
or not
turbo.
me. Without a turbo, the 2.5 one where it has a lot of torque, makes a lot of noise, but doesn't actually do anything.
And also,
So it's
coming back to the car,
less sicko mode SOHD.
Yeah.
another detail that I actually enjoy a lot is that it has keys.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All cars
Both of
should
them
have
have.
these.
Even the stitches on the gear shifter are like modeled. It's very impressive. And the stitching of the interior is an actual model. It's
Yeah, there's a
amazing.
lot of time gone into that.
It still bugs me that the radio is purple. I know it's gonna call me crazy, but yeah, it's fucking purple.
I can see it.
I can't see it, but then again, I'm on bumper cam, and well, one of my pet peeves is on bumper cam when you flip open the headlights, the pop-ups block your view slightly. I'm like, please move the camera forward a little bit, please.
Never.
No, not driving.
Never,
Yeah,
ever,
on
ever.
bumper cam, the engine sounds wildly different from the interior. Like it actually sounds.
Yeah, on the hood
meaty.
also.
It does, yeah. It sounds different from every other view on like the bumper cam.
Yeah, and I seriously have no idea how 777 set up the car. But maybe I'll ask him and see how exactly he set it up. Maybe you can get a solution to the whole disappearing sound act. On dirt, because of its weight and sluggishness, but it's very predictable.
It's fun as fuck.
Yeah, like it has just the right amount of torque so that you don't completely oversteer, but you can
You don't
go full
kill
throttle.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can go full throttle most of the time, and it'll actually get you where you want to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I drove the wheels off out of it, literally, on the rally. It's that fun.
The only thing you'd have to do though is fix the suspension so you can handle the jumps, but that's with all cars.
The way we were taking those jumps, it's meant for actual rally cars. No stock cars would survive that.
But I dare say, I believe that is all of our thoughts for all the cars. Anyone have any last minutes?
It's all the
It's
family-friendly
S13.
ones.
Yeah, so the fucking S13, the tires are weird at the most. It's like,
I found the tires on the Supra to be a bit weird.
yeah, they're both weird.
They're more grippy than normal. They're like almost semi-slicks.
I think they are semi-slicks, but it's just renamed to street. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, same. Just the tires, we didn't talk about at all.
When I saw like retro street, I was expecting something like the Kuno's GT40 tires that are actual made of wood. Like you need to get them hot, or else you're not gonna drive it.
Yeah, no, tires on it. I like the tires on it, actually. It helps with the handling.
It's a nice change.
I think it's like a middle ground,
Yeah.
though, between semi-slicks and streets. I think the semi-slicks of normal Kuno's cars can handle a bit more load than these, but just a bit more. One awkward silence later, I'm Mr. Potato Man signing off.